What if you could turn back time, not just in how you look, but how your body feels? Imagine being 54 years old but healthier, fitter, and more vibrant than you were at 20. Sounds like science fiction. It's not. Meet Dr. David Sinclair, a Harvard Medical School genetics professor who's done exactly that. In 2013, at 44, he looked his age. Today, at 54, he looks younger, and his blood tests prove his body is too. How? Through a science-driven lifestyle overhaul that's accessible to you. In this video, we're unpacking Dr. Sinclair's 5-part blueprint to slow aging, boost health, and maybe even help you live longer. From exercise hacks to game-changing eating habits, the foods he swears by, supplements he takes, and what he avoids. This is your roadmap to a younger, healthier you. Stay tuned, because by the end, you'll have practical steps to start today. Dr. David Sinclair isn't just another health guru. He's a globally recognized expert in genetics and aging, leading groundbreaking research at Harvard. Over the past decade, he's transformed his own health, claiming his body's biomarkers, testosterone, glucose, inflammation, and blood cell composition, are better than a 20-year-old's. His secret? A combination of scientifically validated lifestyle changes that slow the aging process by protecting the body's software from corruption and even rebooting it. Aging, he argues, isn't inevitable decline. It's a process we can influence. In his book Lifespan, he details how our bodies can fight aging through specific habits. This video dives deep into his approach, breaking it into 5 actionable parts: exercise rules, eating habits, foods for longevity, daily supplements, and foods to avoid. Let's explore how you can apply his discoveries to feel younger, stronger, and healthier. The simple exercise rule for longevity or size. It doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming to make you live longer. Dr. Sinclair's rule is simple yet powerful. Exercise 3 times a week until you lose your breath. That means pushing yourself to a point where you're moving so fast you can't easily hold a conversation. This creates a state called hypoxia, low oxygen in the body, which acts as a positive stressor. Why does this matter? Hypoxia triggers your body to build muscle, improve blood flow, and release chemicals that actively slow aging. Think of it as a mini workout for your cells, making them more resilient. Why it works? When you push your body into a low oxygen state, it responds by activating pathways that enhance health. These include muscle growth. Hypoxia stimulates muscle repair and growth, keeping you strong as you age. Better circulation. Improved blood flow delivers nutrients and oxygen more efficiently. Anti-aging chemicals. Your tissues release compounds that combat aging at a cellular level. Studies show just 10 minutes of this kind of exercise 3 times a week can reduce your risk of chronic diseases, like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer by up to 30%. No need for marathon gym sessions or fancy equipment. A brisk walk, a sprint, cycling uphill, or even jumping jacks can do the trick. Anything that gets your heart pumping and breath heavy. Practical tips to start schedule it. Pick 3 days a week, e.g., Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for the 10-15-minute sessions. Choose your activity. Try running, cycling, or bodyweight exercises like burpees. The key is intensity. Test the talk rule. If you can chat comfortably, push harder. You should struggle to speak. Warm up and cool down. Spend 2-3 minutes warming up, light jogging, and cooling down, stretching, to avoid injury. Track progress. Use a fitness tracker to monitor heart rate. Aim for 70 to 85% of your max heart rate, roughly 220 minus your age. This approach is accessible for beginners and busy people. Start small, and over weeks you'll feel stronger, more energized, and, per science, your body will age slower. The most important eating habit for longevity. What you eat matters, but when you eat might matter even more. Dr. Sinclair's top eating habit for longevity is eating less often. Forget the traditional 3 meals a day plus snacks. It's aging you faster than necessary. Instead, he practices time-restricted feeding, eating all his meals within a 6-hour window. Often, he skips breakfast and lunch, enjoying one large, nutrient-packed vegan meal at dinner. This isn't just about cutting calories. It's about giving your body long periods without food to trigger powerful anti-aging mechanisms. The science of time-restricted feeding and outperform. You fast for extended periods, 16+ hours, your body shifts into a protective mode. Here's why it works. Sirtuin activation. Fasting activates sirtuin genes, which defend against cellular damage and aging. These genes only kick in when energy, sugar, or protein is low. Autophagy boost. Long fasting periods trigger autophagy, a cellular deep clean that recycles damaged proteins, keeping cells youthful. Disease protection. Fasting reduces inflammation and may lower the risk of diseases like type 1 diabetes, multiple sclerosis, and certain cancers. It even enhances chemotherapy's effectiveness for cancer patients. Dr. Sinclair's goal is a 20+ hour window without external glucose from food. After 2-3 weeks, your liver adapts through gluconeogenesis, producing steady glucose on its own. This prevents the blood sugar spikes and crashes that drive hunger and fatigue, leaving you focused and energized. How to start intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, IF, can feel daunting, but Dr. Sinclair's tips make it doable. Start with 16.8. Fast for 16 hours. Eat within an 8-hour window, e.g., 12 p.m., 8 p.m. Skip breakfast or dinner based on preference. Stay hydrated. Drink coffee, tea, or hot water all day to curb hunger. Fluids fill your stomach and keep you satisfied. Snack smart. If hunger hits, eat a small handful of nuts. Protein curbs appetite fast. Ease in. Begin with 12-14 hours fasting and gradually extend. It takes 2 to 3 weeks for your liver to adapt. Avoid sugar spikes. Skip sugary drinks or snacks that cause glucose crashes, triggering hunger hormones like ghrelin. By fasting, you're not just cutting calories, you're rebooting your body's defenses. After a month, you may notice better focus, stable energy, and even weight loss as a bonus. What Dr. Sinclair eats for longevity. During his 6-hour eating window, Dr. Sinclair follows a nearly 100% plant-based diet. The results? Better skin, sharper memory, higher energy, and improved biomarkers. He points to long-lived populations, like Okinawan women, who eat mostly vegetarian, stay smaller, and live past 100. But it's not about eating any plants. Dr. Sinclair focuses on stressed plants, leveraging a concept called Xenohormesis. Understanding Xenohormesis. Xenohormesis, a term Dr. Sinclair coined with Conrad Howitz in the mid-2000s, suggests that stressed plants produce molecules, polyphenols, that signal stress. When we eat these plants, those molecules activate our body's stress response, boosting longevity and fitness. A 2003 Nature paper he co-authored found 20+ polyphenols that activate sirtuin enzymes, like Sirt1, which slow aging. Examples include Resveratrol, found in red wine and grapes, Fisetin, in strawberries and apples, Quercetin, in onions and broccoli. These compounds mimic exercise's benefits, improving health markers in mice. They run farther, and likely humans. Dr. Sinclair's go-to foods. Here's what he eats to maximize longevity. Matcha green tea. Drunk most mornings, it's packed with EGCG. A polyphenol with anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. Leafy greens. Spinach is a favorite for its iron and vitamins, supporting energy and cell health. Brightly colored vegetables. Red, purple, and dark green veggies, e.g., beets, purple cabbage, kale, are rich in polyphenols. Extra virgin olive oil. Used in cooking, its oleic acid activates sirtuins, a staple of the Mediterranean diet which Dr. Sinclair followed before going vegan, organic, pesticide-free plants. Grown without chemicals, these plants are naturally stressed, producing more polyphenols. Alternative diets if going fully vegan feels tough. Dr. Sinclair suggests the Mediterranean diet, rich in veggies, olive oil, nuts, and some fish, or the Okinawan diet, plant-based with soy, small amounts of fish and brown rice over white. He followed the Okinawan diet for years, eating fresh organic greens, soy, and minimal fish from local markets. These diets are easier for Westerners and still deliver longevity benefits. How to choose stressed plants. Go organic. Plants grown without pesticides face more natural stress, producing more polyphenols. Pick vibrant colors. Bright red, tomatoes, purple, eggplant, and dark green, broccoli, indicate high polyphenol content. Avoid overprocessed plants. Canned or heavily processed veggies lose nutrients and polyphenols. By eating stressed plants, you're harnessing nature's anti-aging power. Your body reaps the benefits without you needing to stress yourself. The 3 supplements Dr. Sinclair takes daily. Dr. Sinclair doesn't sell or endorse supplements. He's a scientist sharing his personal routine. He's skeptical of antioxidants. Studies show they don't extend lifespan significantly. Instead, he takes 3 compounds backed by research. Resveratrol, 1 gram daily. Derived from stressed grapes, this red wine compound activates sirtuins. He sprinkles it into yogurt for breakfast. Det NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide. A form of vitamin B3, NMN boosts NAD levels, a molecule critical for sirtuin function. NAD declines with age, so NMN restores youthful levels. Early Harvard trials show it lowers cholesterol and blood pressure. Metformin. A diabetes drug, it's one of the safest medications globally. It controls blood sugar and is linked to longer life, even in non-diabetics, protecting against heart disease, frailty, and Alzheimer's. Important notes: consult a doctor. Supplements and drugs like metformin require professional guidance, especially if you have health conditions. No endorsements. Dr. Sinclair emphasizes he's not selling anything. He's sharing what works for him based on science. Research-backed. These aren't fads. Resveratrol and NMN target sirtuins, while metformin's benefits are documented in longevity studies. These supplements amplify his diet and fasting, supercharging his anti-aging efforts. Top foods Dr. Sinclair avoids for longevity. Sinclair's health improved dramatically after cutting out certain foods. Each elimination led to better biomarkers: cholesterol, triglycerides, glucose, and a stronger defense against his family's history of heart disease. Here's what he avoids and why. Sugar, the big killer. Why avoid it? High glucose and fructose cause fatty liver, diabetes, and protein caramelization, glycation, accelerating aging. Cancer cells thrive on sugar, and spikes disrupt energy. What he does: avoids fruit juice, sugary drinks, and desserts. If he indulges, e.g., ice cream, it's rare and small. Alternatives: uses stevia or monk fruit as natural. Zero sugar sweeteners. Pro tip: eat meals in order. Veggies, protein first, carbs last, to reduce glucose spikes. Your liver learns to make steady glucose after 2 weeks of low-sugar eating. Bread and high-carb foods. Why avoid it? Daily bread, like toast, caused glucose spikes, followed by insulin surges and crashes, triggering hunger, ghrelin, and brain fog. What he does: eliminated bread and starchy carbs. His liver now provides steady glucose, keeping him focused and fog-free. Impact: Cutting carbs improved his glucose levels and mental clarity, something he wishes he'd done in his 20s. Meat? Why avoid it? Meat's protein and fat ratios don't activate longevity genes, Sirtuins and mTOR, as effectively as plants. His family's heart disease risk also played a role. What he does: switched to plants, with occasional fish for omega-3s. Plant proteins have amino acid profiles that better stimulate anti-aging pathways. Impact: lowered cholesterol and triglycerides, reducing heart disease risk. Dairy, why avoid it? Despite no allergies or lactose intolerance, dairy's high protein and fat content overstimulated mTOR, a pathway linked to aging. What he does: cut out eggs, cheese, and milk. Impact: reducing protein intake enhanced longevity pathways, further improving his health markers. Alcohol, daily drinking. Why avoid it? Daily alcohol harms health and accelerates aging. What he does: quit regular drinking. If he has wine, he chooses Pinot Noir, a stress-sensitive grape variety high in resveratrol. Pro tip: if you drink, go for red wines from stressed grapes, e.g., Pinot Noir, sparingly. Why these cuts? Work eliminating these foods reduces inflammation, stabilizes blood sugar, and activates longevity genes. Plant-based proteins and fasting-friendly habits optimize Sirtuins and mTOR, slowing cellular aging. Cutting sugar and carbs prevents glycation and insulin spikes, while avoiding meat and dairy lowers cardiovascular risks and supports anti-aging pathways. How to apply Dr. Sinclair's secrets to your life. Dr. Sinclair's approach is powerful because it's rooted in science yet practical for everyday life. Here's how to start. Exercise. Commit to 10-minute high-intensity sessions, 3x a week. Walk fast, sprint, or do bodyweight exercises. Lose your breath. Fasting. Try 16.8 intermittent fasting. Skip breakfast or dinner, drink fluids, and eat nuts if hungry. Aim for 2 to 3 weeks to adapt. Diet. Shift to plant-based meals with stressed, colorful veggies, spinach, kale, beets. Use olive oil and try matcha tea. If not fully vegan, explore Mediterranean or Okinawan diets. Supplements. Research Resveratrol, NMN, and Metformin with your doctor to see if they fit your health plan. Avoid. Cut sugar, bread, meat, dairy, and daily alcohol. Swap sweets for stevia and choose fish or plants over red meat. Bonus tips for success. Start small. Pick one change, e.g., fasting or cutting sugar, and stick with it for 2 weeks before adding another. Track biomarkers. Get blood tests, glucose, cholesterol, inflammation, to monitor progress, like Dr. Sinclair does. Mindset shift. View aging as a process you can control, not a fate. Small habits compound over time. Stay consistent. Longevity benefits build over weeks and months. Patience is key. Why this matters for you, doctor. Sinclair's strategies aren't just for scientists. They're for anyone wanting to live longer, feel better, and reduce disease risk. His results speak for themselves. At 54, his body performs like a 20-year-old's, backed by blood tests and decades of research. By adopting even a few of these habits, you could lower your risk of chronic diseases, heart disease, diabetes, cancer by up to 30%, boost energy and mental clarity by stabilizing blood sugar, improve skin, memory, and vitality with plant-based eating, slow cellular aging through fasting and stressed foods. Ready to take control of your aging? Start with one change today. Maybe it's a 10-minute breathless workout, skipping breakfast for fasting, or swapping sugar for stevia. Comment below. What's the one habit you'll try from Dr. Sinclair's blueprint? Like this video, subscribe for more science-backed health tips, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive, tease next topic, e.g., Top superfoods for brain health. Share this with someone who needs a health boost, and let's build a community of vibrant, thriving people together.